something bad happened to me, and from the footage, can you guess? Yes, this is a headphone jack, and supposedly plugged into my speakers, but it broke inside my MacBook Pro. Can you see the headphone jack inside? And it's kind of messy in there. I will tell you why later. And this is one of the worst things that happened to you. It's just like a really unfortunate thing. And I'm going to tell you what you should do so you wouldn't be such a bad place as I am right now. Hi everyone, I'm Calvin, and I really hope that if you had like a problem with your headphone jack broken inside your computer or your phone, that you watch this one, my video first, because it happened to me and I messed up really bad. So what happened is, like, I had this headphone jack inside my computer, and then it fell down, and then it broke the headphone jack. Okay, you can see it. And then I was panicky, and then I went online to try to take it out. I found some ways to take it out. And there was several ways, okay? There's number one is that you get something small, or like get like maybe something small like the end of the tip of your pen, and you put some glue on it, and you try to use the glue sticking onto the end of the broken headphone jack, and wait like a few hours for the glue to stick onto the broken headphone jack, and then pull it out. And that was the other way, where you get something that fits into the headphone jack, maybe like the end of the pen, probably like this, but oh my gosh, like this. But it only works if like this part actually is big enough in the middle to grab the end of the headphone jack. And you're supposed to like cut the outside, so you push it in really hard and it will grab it. And I tried that first, and what happened was, even though the headphone jack wasn't really stuck in there at the beginning, which is really loosely inside, I used that method first, and what I did was I basically jammed the headphone jack, the broken part, inside the MacBook headphone jack, and now it's pretty impossible to take it out. And afterwards I tried to use the glue method, where basically you put some super glue and you stick it in and you try to pull it out. It didn't work, and it got really messy because when the glue dried inside the headphone jack, even at the end of the broken headphone jack, it makes it harder the next time to even glue it and pull it out. Originally, I used the end of my broken headphone jack I put some of the glue up here and like pull it out, but it just didn't work. It totally didn't work. And I think the glue just kept on, getting the headphone jack really dirty. And now there's like no way to get it out. I took the MacBook Pro to the Apple Store, and even though one guy was like try to help me, but when he talked to the engineer say, "Oh, we don't have any tools that can help us with it." And then I tried. I was so desperate. I went to the jewelry and asked them if they have like tiny tools that can like pull it out. I basically went anywhere that might have any like tiny tools or like tweezer to grab it out. I went to the cosmetic store. I went to the place where they fix the watches. I thought they would have like really small tools, but they all couldn't help me. And the Apple store, they were saying maybe you had to remove the whole sound card, that board. But the thing is, I think everything is connected on a big board, so it would be like a really expensive repair. So I wish that I didn't use the jam it in and grab it method at the beginning, So now I wish everyone has seen this, like seen my video before like trying any of these, because the number one thing, the most important thing that you should do when you had your headphone jack stuck in your, your MacBook Pro or computer jack, is that you need to assess the situation. That's the number one thing, which I really just ignore. Because you have to make sure like whether the headphone jack is really inside, like stuck inside there, or it's just like kind of loose inside your headphone jack, like headphone jack right here. So you need to know like whether it's loose or really stuck in there. And actually, in most circumstances, because if you broke it like pulling it out, or you broke it when it's bent a little bit, then actually the broken part of the headphone jack inside shouldn't be that tight to begin with. And you should try to use some of the more, I would say, more moderate or not as extreme ways of getting it out. So I think that the first thing you should do is actually, if you have a magnet, or a really strong magnet, you should use it to try just take it out if it's just really loose inside. Because when I first had it jammed inside, the computer, the MacBook actually didn't detect it because it wasn't going in. So it's just kind of loose inside. So I should have like using like a magnet to try to pull it out, or use the glue method with just a little bit of glue and sway a bit, and it would just come out very easily. But then I used the jam it in and grab it method, which basically like you push the tube that fits in and just get grabbed in there and try to grab it out, which totally didn't work for me. And it only worked if you have like a pen, I don't know, pen or straw that fits exactly into the headphone jack and fits to grab your broken headphone jack and take it out. I didn't have that, and I used a wrong pen thingy to grab it, and it didn't work. It's only what it did was basically it just jammed the broken part inside the headphone jack even further in, to the point where the MacBook thinks that it has a headphone jack inside, and it wouldn't play any music at all. I wouldn't play any sound at all because it's like no. It's just jammed in there, and I'm at a place where there's no return. So really important to really assess the situation. Like, is it really loose? Like, can you just like put it upside down and just pat it, and it might come out. Like, actually for me, like that would be the first thing to do. Just just try to shake it and pack it in, take it out, and then if it doesn't, like try to get a magnet and get it out, and then maybe use the super glue method, which is basically put some super glue at the back end of the something thin that can fit inside, and basically get it to stick onto the broken headphone jack and just pull it out once it's dry. But now it's too late for me. There is really nothing I can do. I tried the methods in the wrong order, and actually I didn't have the right tool to use the jam it in and grab it method. So I hope like everyone who unfortunately had this problem with your headphone jack broken inside your headphone jack slot right here, that you first, number one thing to do, assess the situation. Okay, is it loose inside or is it really jam-packed? Like, use some of the Meyer method. Okay, don't jam it in. Don't jam it in. Don't put too much glue on the end of the tip, just a little bit. I put too much glue in there, it doesn't work. And just be really careful. And if you have anything that can help me out, other than taking to Apple and having to replace the whole card at the back, please let me know. Thank you so much, and be safe.